Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial and I'm going to be featuring some new products. I'm going to be featuring the Maybelline Cushion Foundation. I'm going to be featuring these falsies from Kiss, which you know I love their new Faux Minx collection. They are so glam and dark and I absolutely love it, and I'm not the one to like gravitate towards falsies. I don't wear falsies every day. But I absolutely love this collection because it's just thick lashes. Like you can wear them alone without any eyeshadow and just look made up. I'm also going to be featuring a new brush that I'm obsessed with and a new lip color. So this is what the makeup looks like. So I hope you enjoy this makeup look, and let me know what you think about my lighting in the background. I've kind of played around with my camera a little bit with the brightness and the settings to kind of give my videos more light. I am in the process of purchasing a ring light for my videos, so that will be up and coming soon. So if you do see a huge improvement in my lighting, it's because of the ring light that I'm going to be purchasing. So I'm just doing my research to see, you know, which ones are you know, the best quality because it's an investment at the end of the day. So yeah, so enough chatter. So as always, I will leave my links below, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned in my intro, I'm gonna be featuring new products. The Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation, which is the wrong color. I accidentally got number 20 Classic Ivory. That is not my foundation color, but I tried it on a little bit on my cheek and I think I can make it work. I'm definitely going to have to go and purchase the right color for me. I think I was number 30, but I accidentally put this one in my shopping bag. The next product is the lashes from Kiss. This is my second pair of the Bordoir. I can't pronounce it. I have the Pitch and I purchased these. And then I'm going to be showing other things that I've kind of picked up on my way. As per usual, me and my camera are in a love-hate relationship. I'm trying to figure out the stupid settings on this thing. I have the EOS Rebel T6i. So if any of you know how to deal with the autofocus, I have it on autofocus right now, so I just don't, it's just, I guess it's really sensitive because half the time it's like out of focus. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So my face is already prepped. I've washed my face, I've moisturized my under eyes, so now we're gonna go ahead with priming. I'm gonna be using the Milk Makeup blur stick, and it's a little baby size. So, and this reminds me of the Benefit Professional, but in a stick form, because it's very silicone-y. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my cheeks. And then just kind of blend that. Yeah. Totally reminds me, not blended, but kind of like, get going like this. Yeah. It totally reminds me of the Professional. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I just repurchased because I had ran out. So I've been using the Rapid Eyelash, Rapid Lash it's called. Talked about it in my previous video, how I've noticed a huge difference in my eyelashes. I've also been using it on my eyebrows because I have very sparse eyebrows naturally from just like, just naturally sparse eyebrows, and because I used to overpluck my teenage years. So I've been using Rapid Lash on my eyebrows, and I have to say that it has improved my eyebrows a lot, especially this one. Like, this one is actually starting to look like an eyebrow, because before it was literally just a mess. So if you're on a market for eyelash grower or eyebrow grower, you should try the Rapid Lash, because I know the new lash is really good, but that's $100. Yeah, so see, I find that this eyebrow is like, has come around from like a groove. Because I'm telling you, I think I mentioned this in a video that, like, you know, your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, but because this one was so, it just grew really bad, it was almost like the adoptive sibling. But it has totally, hair has definitely grown, so now it looks a lot more, it looks way better in my opinion. Okay, next thing is we're gonna color correct under our eyes, so no surprise, I'm gonna go ahead with my Bobbi Brown eyebrow corrector. And okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the Real Techniques, the writing came off, but it's the little fluffy guy, and I'm gonna go ahead and just dab it into my concealer and then correct my under eye. Woo! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. So I just cleaned this brush with alcohol, and I guess I didn't give it enough time to dry, and now my eyes are burning. Oh, crap. Okay. That really burns, but we will go ahead, move on with the show. Oh, I like how this brush applies the concealer. Much better. Okay. So we're gonna kind of just let that sit there for a bit. Kind of blend it in more. Okay, so now we are going to go in with the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation with my Beauty Blender. Okay, so it brings in a sponge, but I'm not going to use that, so I'm going to go ahead and use just my Beauty Blender. So I'm going to just go tap it in and just apply. Now, it looks much darker in the pan than it does when you apply it. So again, this is not my right color, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and make it work. It's not bad, but you know, I should go in with maybe a hair darker. So this is what my skin looks like with the foundation. I actually really like it. It did a really nice job of filling in my pores. I have to say though, if you go heavy with this foundation, it does look makeup-y. It almost reminds me of my Clinique Acne Solutions liquid makeup, only because if you use a lot of this, it does look makeup-y. Like, you can tell, especially your chin area. For some reason in my chin area, when I wear makeup, this area looks more makeup-y than the rest of my cheeks. So weird. I think it's just the texture of my skin down there. It just picks up the product really, it just picks up a lot of product more so than my cheeks. But I think you can go heavy with this. Like, if I were to go in with a second coat of a second layer foundation, I think it will look too heavy for me. I think I like how it looks now. I like the finish of it. This color is not so bad, but I do think that a shade darker would suit me better. I mean, this is classic ivory, and like I am not ivory whatsoever. That's the thing about drugstore foundations. Like, it's so tricky sometimes when it comes to like finding your color, and it's so annoying. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. So now I'm gonna go ahead with concealer, and I'm gonna go in with my beloved Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 20. And just kind of dab that. Okay, so I'm gonna take my beauty blender. I'm just gonna blend in my concealer to kind of have a. So now we're gonna go ahead with contour and a little contour. So I'm gonna bust out my oldie but goodie NYX highlight and contour palette. I haven't used this in a really long time. I'm actually going to be using this kind of banana colored powder for under my eyes to kind of set that. This is really yellow, so kind of just set it all over my eye. Just on my nose. I'm very careful with powder underneath my eyes because I can look real crepey, real dried out real quick. So I try to be very, very careful. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead with this cool tone brown here and kind of contour slightly. I don't like to contour really because I don't like how cool tone bronzers look on my skin, but because I'm kind of in the mood to play around with this, I'm gonna give it like another try. So I'm gonna go ahead with my Real Techniques contour brush and just dab it really lightly and kind of just with a light hand just brush it in. And again with this side. So instead of me going up, I'm going to go down. Because I want the most product to be deposited up here versus here. And I feel like if I go like this, it will show more natural. I'll follow my natural cheek structure versus me kind of drawing it in. So if you can see. Yeah, so I don't want to go too heavy with this. Again, I don't typically contour and highlight what's the word I'm trying to look for? I'm not heavy with my contour and highlight. I like to have it very natural. Okay, so next thing I'm going to go ahead with my Chanel Tan Soleil, and you guys have seen me do this 100 times already. Next is I'm going to go ahead with blush. And I went to Sephora and I got my birthday gift because it is my birthday month, February. And so they had a clearance birthday gift and the Tarte comes with the blush in Paartay and the lip, the creamy matte lip paint in birthday suit. So I think the names are appropriate given the gift. So I'm not gonna go ahead and use this in the video. I actually have something else that I want to use, the blush. It reminds me of Exposed a little bit. Sorry, so my camera shut off on me because I had to change my SIM card. Anyway, we're back. So what I was going to talk about was where is it? Is my Yashio brush, or yeah, how do you pronounce this? The Nars Yashio? The Yashio brush? Yeah, so I got this as a gift because it is my birthday month, so I finally have this. This has been on my wish list for a very long time. I've heard great things about this brush, so I was excited to kind of try it out. So we're going to use it today. So I'm going to go ahead with the Paartay blush from Tarte and just, oh, this is really powdery. And kind of just use it on my cheeks. It's a really pretty color. It's very everyday kind of color. I'm gonna go ahead with my bronzer, just kind of blend that even more. Bronzer blush. For foundation that is not the color for me, it actually kind of works. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is highlight. So I repurchased my favorite highlight of all time, which is the Hourglass Dim Light. And I went ahead with the little baby size just because for travel purposes, I think it's great and it's cheaper too. And these things last so long, so I feel like this is going to be fine. So I'm going to go ahead with the Yashio Nars brush. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight. Not even highlight. This is just like an all over powder, which I love the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. Oh, it's so pretty. Kind of use it as like an all around, but actually I'm going to use a different brush for this. I'm going to use my blush brush. My all-time favorite blush brush, which is the Essence Beauty Blush. Yeah, this works much better actually. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so now let's go ahead with the eyes. Take my 217 brush, and this is the MAC one. And I'm going to go ahead with my Smashbox Cover Shot in the matte. And just go ahead with this color, the lightest. And kind of go over my eyelid with that. Just bring it up. So now when you have the intensity that you want, I'm going to go ahead and go with the second darkest brown. And I'm going to change brushes. So I'm going to use a brush like this that has kind of a point tip. Do you see that? For easy application or to deposit easily. So I'm going to go ahead with that brown. And just kind of go in the inner corner with that. Just kind of blend those two together. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the next dye. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with the 217 and kind of just blend that. Just the outer edge. Okay. So now what I want to do is, I think I'm going to go ahead with the purple. So I'm gonna go ahead with an even shorter, denser brush to really deposit it in the specific area that I want. And this is a line and smudge. Ooh, I think this might be a crown brush. So I'm gonna go ahead with this purple actually. And just deposit that in my outer corner. I don't think you can really see that. And this brush is already shaped like a V, so it like makes the V much more easier for you. If you struggle, you find that you struggle making a sharp V or a perfect V. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of blend that out. Okay, so now I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone. In the corner a little bit. You could totally go in and kind of add some shimmer to your lid, but I'm just gonna leave it matte just like that, the way I like it. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is get even a smaller brush, like a very teeny tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to go ahead with the first shade we took with the brown. Just go back and forth and just do my bottom lash line. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is use the purple. If you want to go ahead and blend that with a bigger pencil brush, you can. Sometimes I go ahead with a light shade to kind of just blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh. Okay, so now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is use the next new product that I purchased, and again this was on my wish list, and this is the Inside Track Eye Kajal from Estee Edit, and this is in the color Bordoir. Bordoir. I can't pronounce anything today. So this is the one with the purple on one side and the pinky nude shade on the other. I'm just going to be using the purple today, but before I go ahead and use this, I'm going to go ahead and use my new Hourglass gel eyeliner mechanical pencil. Now, I've been on the hunt for a teeny tiny mechanical pencil. I was between this one, the Clinique, and the Marc Jacobs, but the girl at Sephora told me that she actually prefers the Hourglass. It just lasts longer, and it's so teeny. Look at that, how teeny that is. So that's perfect for tight lining, to get right there on the waterline, or to even smudge in between your eyelashes. So that's why I purchased it, because I really love smudging an eyeliner in my eyelash, but because my eyeliners are, you know, just the average size and I have small eyes, it's kind of gets messy. So I like this because this is perfect for like detailing and being really specific. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to kind of press it against my eyelashes so it doesn't look that harsh. So I'll kind of zoom in so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're also going to tightline. So did you see the effect that already gave? And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take that teeny baby brush and I'm just going to smudge that. And just kind of smudge it. Now we're going to go ahead with the next and do the same thing. This is the easiest thing to tightline with. Oh my god, that was so easy. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead with the Estee Edit, and we're going to go over that. This pencil is so smooth. And then we're gonna go ahead and smudge. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead with our eyelashes. So I'm gonna be using the Kiss Bordoir eyelashes. These eyelashes have a very, very thick band. So you can see it's very thick. So so the glue I'm going to be using is my Clear Ardell glue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my eyelashes on. So you can totally put mascara on right now, but because these are so boom, I don't think I need to even put mascara on. But you can definitely do it after. So I'm going to go ahead and put my second falsie on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back with my eyelashes. Now we're going to go ahead and move to lips. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with my Essence lip liner in the color Satin Mauve. Okay. And then a new product that I recently received is the Bobbi Brown Sand Wash Pink, and it's a little baby size. And again, it's just a perfect, everyday, beautiful, beautiful pink color. Okay, so this is the final look. Lashes, I actually think that this one needs to be cut a little bit more though. It feels like it's too long for my eye shape. I love the lip color. I really love the foundation, so I'm kind of going to give you a close-up of the foundation. Up and personal here. So it looks really, really good. And then just a close-up of my eye. So again, I think it looks really good. Really, really good. Yeah, so this is the final look.